Screaming Geek Me here. I am Jerry the Geek. Today we got another 4K review for you. We're going to talk about The General's Daughter. But before we dive into this, if you like physical media, 4Ks, Blu-rays, even DVDs, if you like home theater movies in general, please check out my other videos on my channel because I do these reviews. I do unboxings. I do collection updates every month. I do different discussions. Check that stuff out. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on. So let's talk about The General's Daughter on 4K. Now, this movie came out in 1999, rated R, and of course it's got John Travolta, Madeline Stowe, James Cromwell. Also, we have Timothy Hutton, James Woods, Clarence Williams III. So it's got a great cast, and also it's directed by Simon West. Well, he's done a lot of movies, but he's most notable for Con Air. So the movie here, I think, is definitely, it's one of John Travolta's, underrated movie. You don't hear a lot of people talking about this. I've always liked it. There are some people that don't like it, but, I've seen all the different formats. I've always fell in love with that. Of course, I've never had this on Blu-ray, had a DVD. Travolta plays the investigator for the military, and he comes in, he investigates this murder of this girl and finds out it's actually the general's daughter. And Madeline Stowe, she plays a rape investigator, so she's kind of brought in to help out with there. So the two of them are kind of like a little bit of a team. James Cromwell actually plays the general, and his main aide is played by Clarence Williams III. Again, I've always loved this movie. Glad that it finally got a 4K release. Now, the 4K here comes from Kino Lorber, just came out back in March of this year. The movie was filmed in 35mm, finished with HDR10 and Dolby Vision, and pretty impressive overall. Now, this will not win any awards. It's definitely is not on par with some of the great 4Ks out there. It's not reference quality, but it's overall very nice. Really nice saturation. The blacks are very nice, good shadows. The colors really pop off the screen. And of course, I think the big jump is all the military uniforms, the badging, the medals, and all that stuff. All of that really pops off the screen. It's really rich. Close up, facial details, stubble, sweat because they're working, because of the hot humidity throughout the whole movie. So you see a lot of sweat in the movie, and that really comes off. But from beginning to end, I didn't think it was very consistent as far as the depth and detail. I think it looked a little soft at times and has a little bit of lack of depth. But I don't think I'm going to blame the 4K. Just maybe it's the way it was filmed and the different cameras that were used. I'm not a filmmaker. I'm not, a film historian. So that probably just comes back to the way it was filmed and, the source material. But overall, this was pretty damn good. Now, as far as a Blu-ray comparison, I've never owned this on Blu-ray. I had a DVD, so I really cannot tell you the difference between a Blu-ray and a 4K. The Blu-ray here is actually from Kino, so it's probably better than the original previous Blu-rays. Now for the audio, they gave us DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 and a 2.0 stereo track. And overall, I've always loved the audio track. Even though on a DVD, it sounded really good. And of course, the music score is done by Carter Burwell. He does some good scores. So that's one of the big things I've always liked about the movie. Just the music is really good. It's got the southern sound to it. So I've always liked the score here. But clear dialogue throughout, nice surround ambience, some of the gunfires, a couple explosions. Sounds really good. Also, you get a lot of little subtle sounds that go along with everything. So overall, and great track here. I honestly don't think an Atmos track would have done any difference. Just for 5.1, this is really good. It's all it's needed, in my opinion. Now for the packaging, just got a standard, got a slip cover here. You get rid of that thing. Standard keep case. And of course, Kino Lorber, standard black disc. Again, I've always talked about, yeah, it looks kind of chintzy, nothing fancy, but same time, if it keeps the prices from being high, I'm okay with having a generic disc. I could care less. As long as we get some nice packaging, the case looks good. And now for the bonus features. Now the features are all on the Blu-ray. There's nothing on the 4K, except for the audio commentary with director Simon West. But also you have a behind-the-scenes featurette called General's Daughter, Behind the Secrets. We got 4 deleted scenes. We have an alternate ending, theatrical trailer, and a teaser. So not a whole lot there. Now, I could not check out the bonus. For some reason, I need to write to Kino and also to find out if anybody else out there has this. My Blu-ray would not load in my player. I've got the Panasonic 820, and for some, it just would not even load at all. I didn't get no error messages, and I thought, well, did they accidentally region lock it somehow? So I tried my region hacks, nothing worked. The Blu-ray would not load at all. So if any of you out there have the 4K here, let me know if the Blu-ray did play for you or not. Because on the back, it does give the Region A logo there. So why it wouldn't play on my Panasonic, I don't know. I mean, I could probably return it to Amazon, but looking at the bonus features, do I want to go through the hassle? Am I ever going to watch these bonus features? If it had a lot there, I probably would. But yeah, I haven't decided if I'm going to return this or not. I am going to reach out to Kino to see if anyone else is coming forward with having issues with their Blu-ray or not. Again, comment below, let me know, if you have this, if you had any issues or not. So to wrap it up, great 4K here. Again, it's not reference quality. It, had some soft weak at times, but overall it was really nice. Is it better than a Blu-ray? I don't know. But if you have the previous Blu-rays, I would, use your own judgment if you're happy with it, if you want to, upgrade or not. Again, I had a DVD, so this was a major upgrade over the DVD. Right now, this is going for $21.20 on Amazon. The price on this has been up and down quite a bit lately. I've been watching it, and it dropped to like $16 or $17. And I almost pulled the trigger, but I kind of waited, I hesitated. Then the price jumped back up to like $25, $26, $27. Then jumped down, then jumped back up, and finally got down to, I think, $15.99. And I was like, bam, I went ahead and snagged it and got it. And then the next day it jumped back up. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled, watch the price. You got a Prime Day sale coming up, I think July 8th to the 11th, it said. So you might want to hold off for that sale, see what pops up. So again, I don't know if I could recommend getting, again, it looked really good. If it's better than Blu-ray, I don't know. Just use your own judgment. I'm not going to try selling you on something if it's only going to be minimal difference. Because the reviews I've read on Blu-ray.com, the Blu-ray was really good. So if you have the Blu-ray, you might be happy and okay with it. But, it's not reference. It's not going to blow your mind. It is good, though. So, yeah, that does it for my look at the General's Daughter on 4K from Kino Lorber. Please comment below. Let me know what you think. Is it something you got? If you liked it, or if you didn't like it, or if you're thinking of it. I try to give my honest opinion, if I want to recommend it or not. Again, I'm not sure that, this is going to be a hard sell, in my opinion, unless you have, if you're like me and you still have old school DVD, yeah, this is going to be a big improvement. But yeah, if it's got the Blu-ray, I don't know. So check out my other videos on my channel, like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and we'll see you soon. Geek out.